there's been a lot happening. We're investing pretty heavily on the R&D side. So more products coming out, a lot more innovation on the beverage front. We're investing on the go-to-market and sales. So a big part of our growth story is taking Bevi beyond the workplace. We're now in universities, we're in Delta lounges, we're in hotels and right in spas, in automotive dealers. I mean, we should be everywhere bottles and cans are, right? That's what we're trying to displace. And they're in a lot of places, right? So it's been amazing. And I joke, Sean Grundy, our founder, had been on a call a few months ago. In the morning, he was talking to sorority about they wanted a bevy, and he was, telling them their story. And they love one of the key things about bevy beyond just, you can get these delicious drinks and the flavors, but we have enhancements. So you can layer in these enhancements. We have electrolytes, vitamins, energy, focus blend. We're launching prebiotics this year. So you can really craft the perfect kind of better for you drink. So he was talking to them and they love the electrolytes. A couple hours later, he's on the phone with an individual who runs a senior living home. And he was equally excited about the electrolytes for his guests, right? And the residents there. And so I think just that story I tell because it just reinforces the ubiquity of like how relevant Bevi is for so many different kind of customer groups and settings. We're very much at the intersection of hardware meets software and data meets delicious beverages. It's funny because I tell the team all the time, if the beverages aren't incredible, doesn't matter how great the hardware is, right? We should pivot and not be a beverage, tech company. We should be just hardware. So we really focus on all three, and it's that's where the magic happens, is like the intersection of those three things. And all of our machines are internet connected. So we know exactly what is being poured at every location at every minute. And so with that incredible data, it allows us to deliver a really high quality experience every day because we can proactively work with our partners on things like preventative maintenance, making sure we're in stock on the flavors and the CO2 and the enhancements, right? And so it really, and that's where the tech is, right? In that's the backbone that's powering the whole fleet of machines that we serve. From a growth standpoint, we grew 33% on the employee base last year. So we're sitting around 260 employees and continuing to invest and grow the team. Majority of folks happen to be in Boston, but we have technicians as well as our sales team kind of dispersed, certainly to serve different markets as well. From a where we're investing, the software and engineering teams, firmware and electrical engineering, like those are all areas we continue to hire for today, and we'll continue to add more roles. Just given the complexity of the business as we're serving more customers, we've added UK and Ireland into the mix and continuing to focus on global expansion. And then you think about the different beverages and experiences we're trying to serve, like R&D. You're going to continue to see product innovation. So R&D is a big focus. And then the sales side, because we work with partners as we go to market, there's different channels we're working with, different regions that we're expanding into. And so there's been definitely a focus on the go-to-market and sales side as well. And just from an overall growth, I mean, I think the exciting thing is, we continue to grow at a really steady pace, and we're looking to take that pace even higher. So that's a lot of the work that's happening now is how do we kind of continue to grow and accelerate that pace of growth with all the investment we're making on the innovation and go-to-market side. We really made a concerted effort to pivot how we were thinking about AI. We had kind of had a bit more, people were using it selectively, but we hadn't taken a true company stance until last fall. And it is very much embedded into almost everything we're doing. We think about it from an AI-enabled automation across the team. And we have power users kind of within each department where they are building tools that are helping us be more effective, efficient, automating workflows. And so that's been everything from, took our collections process from a few days a month down to an hour a month, right? To service calls and how we're capturing notes and then auto loading those into our systems. to our go to market and sales kind of research and targeting, and how we're rethinking that engine and just making our sellers much more productive and efficient. So the majority of their time is focused on just selling, right? And not some of the administrative and overhead things that can sometimes come. So AI is embedded throughout our processes, and we continue to create space for people to experiment, right? That's the biggest thing, is just get hands on keyboard, experiment. Not everybody wants to build. So we definitely have folks that are the builders and then rolling things out to the team. And a lot of folks that are just using tools that were built, leveraging AI to make them more efficient. On the product front, we definitely, I mean, we're working on a whole orchestration layer now to make our agents even more effective. And so more to come there, but you'll start to see it flow into the actual product experience. I mean, if you think about the back end that's powering everything and how AI can come in to deliver an even better experience with our partners and drinkers, the UI, how we're all about customization. And so how we can really get that right mix of products into that, customer's hands at the right moment is really important to us. The culture is really incredible here. I mean, as we already talked about, the mission is a guiding principle for everybody, and everybody's here because they want to have an impact in the world, right? And do good and be positive. And so everybody is aligned around the mission. That is kind of point number one, and kind of the main thing. The second piece, we take our work very seriously, right? We're dealing with food and beverage and hardware and robotics, and so that's no joke, but we have a lot of fun. We don't take ourselves seriously. So there are usually a couple theme parties. You don't have to participate, but people go all out, right? We like to, we have lunch a couple days a week brought in so everybody can come together. There's impromptu kind of happy hours. We really support our ERGs. We have a green team. They're often setting up kind of volunteer events and different activities for the group. And so it really is all about coming together, strong collaborative relationships. Again, no ego, starts from the top, right? I think, as I mentioned, our founders had zero ego, and that has just trickled through. And that's really a core value of ours today. Stay humble is our number one value that we talk a lot about, right? There's no ego, hierarchy is not a thing. Great ideas can come from anywhere and everyone. And we just want to create a really collaborative space.